I want you to do something right now. Think of the richest person you personally know. Got them in your mind? Now think about this. 10 years ago, were they already the richest person you knew? I am willing to bet the answer is yes. And here is what that means. The gap between that person and you has not stayed the same over the last 10 years. It has grown significantly, and it will keep growing. Not because they work harder than you, not because they are smarter than you, not because they got lucky, but because of a set of invisible psychological and financial rules that nobody ever taught you. Rules that automatically make rich people richer every single day, whether they are working or sleeping. By the end of this video, you will know every single one of those rules. And more importantly, you will understand exactly why nobody wanted you to know them. Let me start with a number. In 2023, the combined wealth of the world's billionaires grew by $3.3 trillion. In 1 year. $3.3 trillion. Meanwhile, the bottom 50% of Americans saw their wealth grow by essentially zero. Same economy, same year, completely different result. This is not a coincidence. This is a system, and the system has rules. Rule number 1. The rich buy assets, everyone else buys liabilities. This is the most fundamental rule of wealth, and almost nobody understands it. Here is what it means. An asset puts money into your pocket every month. A liability takes money out of your pocket every month. A rental property is an asset. A car is a liability. A business that runs without you is an asset. A job is a liability. Stocks that pay dividends are assets. Designer clothes are liabilities. Now here is where it gets devastating. The average American spends 90% of their income on liabilities. Housing payments, car payments, phone payments, subscription payments. The average wealthy American spends the majority of their income on assets, things that generate more income. The rich get richer because every dollar they spend is designed to come back with friends. Every dollar a poor person spends is gone forever. Same dollar, completely different destination. Rule number 2. The rich understand compound interest. Everyone else misunderstands it. Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the 8th wonder of the world. He said those who understand it earn it. Those who do not, pay it. And this single sentence explains more about the wealth gap than any other fact in economics. Here is the math most people never see. If you invest $10,000 at 7% annual return, in 10 years, you have $19,000. In 20 years, you have $38,000. In 30 years, you have $76,000. You did nothing. You just waited. The money worked. Now here is the dark side. If you carry $10,000 in credit card debt at 22% interest, compound interest works against you with the same ruthless efficiency. In 10 years, that debt becomes $80,000 if unpaid. The exact same mathematical force, building wealth for the rich, is destroying wealth for everyone else. The difference is not intelligence. The difference is which side of compound interest you are on. Rule number 3. The rich build multiple income streams. Everyone else depends on one. Here is a terrifying statistic. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. One missed paycheck away from crisis. Now, here is how the wealthy live. The average millionaire has 7 income streams. 7. Not because they are greedy, because they understand one fundamental truth. A single income stream is not income. It is a hostage situation. Your employer holds all the power. The moment that one stream stops flowing, everything stops. 7 streams means if one dries up, 6 are still flowing. And the most powerful of those streams is passive income. Money that comes in whether you work or not. Rental income, dividend income, royalty income, business income. The rich spend years building passive income streams. And once those streams are flowing, the gap between them and everyone else grows automatically. Every single day, even while they sleep. Rule number 4. The rich understand the psychology of money. Everyone else is controlled by it. In 2002, psychologist Daniel Kahneman won the Nobel Prize in economics. Not for a financial theory, for proving that human beings are psychologically wired to make irrational financial decisions. Specifically 2 behaviors. Loss aversion. We feel the pain of losing money twice as strongly as the pleasure of gaining it. And present bias. Our brains dramatically overvalue immediate rewards over future benefits. These 2 psychological quirks keep ordinary people poor. Loss aversion stops people from investing because investing feels like losing money today. Even though not investing means losing far more money tomorrow, present bias makes people spend today instead of saving for tomorrow because today feels real and tomorrow feels abstract. The wealthy are not immune to these psychological forces, but they have systems that override them. Automatic investments that happen before they can spend the money. Financial advisors who stop them from panic selling. Rules they set for themselves in advance, so their future self is protected from their present self. They do not rely on willpower. They build systems. Rule number 5. The rich buy time. Everyone else sells it. This is the rule that separates the wealthy from everyone else permanently. Think about how you earn money right now. You trade your time for it. You show up. You work hours. You get paid. Stop showing up. Stop getting paid. Your income is directly and completely tied to your time. And time is the one resource that cannot be scaled. There are only 24 hours in a day. For you. For me. For Elon Musk. The difference is what each hour produces. The wealthy figured out how to make 1 hour of their time produce income for thousands of hours afterward. A book written once sells forever. A course created once sells forever. A business system built once runs forever. A piece of software coded once operates forever. They stopped selling time. They started buying it back. And every hour they bought back was an hour invested in building more systems that generate more income. This is the compounding of time. And it is the most powerful force in wealth creation. Rule number 6. The rich use debt as a tool. Everyone else uses it as a crutch. This one will change how you see money forever. The wealthy borrow money aggressively, but they only borrow money to buy assets. Assets that generate more income than the cost of the debt. A real estate investor borrows $500,000 to buy a rental property. The property generates $3,000 per month in rent. The mortgage costs $2,000 per month. $1,000 profit every month. The debt created income. Now compare this to consumer debt. Borrowing $500 on a credit card to buy something that generates zero income and costs 22% interest on top. Same concept of borrowing money. Completely opposite outcome. The rich use debt as a lever to multiply wealth. Everyone else uses debt as a bridge to consume things they cannot afford. Same tool. Two completely different results. Now, here is the part of this video that most people skip. Because most people hear all of this and say, "That is great, but I do not have money to invest. I do not have income streams. I do not have assets." And that feeling is exactly what keeps the gap growing. Because here is the truth. Every single wealthy person you have ever heard of started with one asset, one income stream, one investment. The question is never how much money you have. The question is always, which direction is your money moving? Toward assets or toward liabilities? Toward compound growth or toward compound debt? Toward buying time or toward selling it? Every single rule in this video can be started with whatever you have right now. Not next year. Not when you get a raise. Right now. Now I need you to do something. Not tomorrow. Right now. Pause this video. Write down one asset you could start building this week. One income stream you could begin exploring. One liability you could eliminate this month. Just one of each. Because the difference between the people who stay stuck and the people who start closing the gap is not knowledge. You now have the knowledge. The difference is the moment they decided to act. If this video genuinely changed how you see money and wealth, I need you to share it right now. Not because it helps my channel, but because someone in your life, a friend, a family member, someone you care about, is going to work for 40 years, follow every rule they were taught, and end up with almost nothing, while the gap keeps growing. And they will never understand why. You just learned why. Share this with them. It might be the most valuable thing you ever send them. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 6 rules hit you the hardest? I read every single one. And if you are serious about understanding the psychology behind wealth, subscribe to PsychoWealth and hit that bell right now. Because next week, we are going even deeper into the hidden psychological reason why most people sabotage their own success right at the moment they are about to break through. This is PsychoWealth, and this is just the beginning.